Oh, that was so awesome. I just ate that shit. It's not answering a fucking Harry Potter question. You can go fuck yourself. No! Is it just Dumbledore? I think it's Hagrid or Dumbledore. I'm gonna have to use my freaking 50-50 and hope to God they get rid of one of them. They don't get rid of one! She's gonna take Dumbledore. It's fucking Hagrid. Anybody else coming up there? Oh boy, give me this ace. Ace! Huge! Inside because we're stupid and we don't know what we're doing. We just wanna keep losing because we keep picking T-side. We pick T-side for some reason. We pick T-side. But just keep picking T-side. I don't. Oh, that was so awesome. I just ate that shit. It's not answering a fucking Harry Potter question. You can go fuck yourself. No! Is it just Dumbledore? I think it's Hagrid or Dumbledore. I'm gonna have to use my freaking 50-50 and hope to God they get rid of one of them. They don't get rid of one! She's gonna say Dumbledore. It's fucking Hagrid. What's going on? Welcome on back. Welcome on back. We are playing some more Minecraft Ultra Hardcore. If you don't know what it is, you do not regen naturally. The world will be on hardcore mode, which means you do not regen naturally. And I don't think my headsets are hooked up right, to be honest. I have to find where the regen is. I'm not hearing any Minecraft sounds, so I have to probably make sure my headsets are getting picked up properly, because I have been using a different pair of headsets, so yeah, I don't think it's working because I would hear the clicks in here. So let's go ahead and fix that. Make sure we have the right. Yeah, it's set to the wrong one. That's my mic. We got this one. Okay. All right, now it's working. Let's get the world created and let's get into it. So basically, what's kind of cost me the last two games is the Nether. I feel like I've died in the Nether. Ooh. Okay, not an ideal spawn. You don't like spawning on top of jungle trees. This one looks like it'll be perfectly fine to dig down because I think this one's not too bad. Oh my gosh, I just started sneezing like a psychopath. I should probably make sure my mic is getting picked up right. Yeah, it is. Alright, sounds good to me. Desktop should be fine, although I do have it turned down way too low, I think. Let's turn that back up a little bit. My desktop shouldn't be that low so you can actually hear it. Yeah, it was awful quiet. Anyway, yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and chop down this entire tree here just to kind of get all the wood we need. Um, I don't know where I want to like get going here. I don't like really trying to do much in a jungle. A jungle's fine to just get because it's it gives us the biome that we're gonna need anyway. We're gonna have to find a jungle at some point. And a jungle spawn usually means there could be like a desert, which could be good, or a plains at least nearby. Or it could also be a Badlands, which is supposed to be one of the hardest ones to find. I am like struggling to craft here. Holy. Okay. After taking like 30 minutes to craft a pickaxe, I have finally achieved crafting a pickaxe. But yeah, so basically, I don't know. Where we normally go wrong is we usually die in the nether or we die to a skeleton early on. That's basically what it is. And last time, we were actually in a fantastic position to go pretty deep, and I died to a brute pretty quickly. It was pretty unfortunate. I am struggling right now to craft. What is going on? Alrighty, we got our stone tools. Let's go ahead and collect these sugarcane right here. Pop that in the inventory. Let's go explore. I don't really feel like necessarily caving too much right here. We'll go grab those melons just to have good early food. I mean, by good, I mean there's a decent bit of melons that'll last until we can find something good. I usually like to try to find a village pretty early on, just because that gives you a ton of food. To be honest, it might be what we search for. We might look for a village by the end of this. But who knows? All right, that should be more than enough melons. A stack of melons should carry me to, at least getting to like getting real food, because melons do not give you much food, so like it's not the best food option, to be honest, but it isn't the worst. Let's just go ahead and collect the sugar cane. Might as well collect as much of it as humanly possible. There's a pig there, but I'm not going on my way for a pig. Mm, Okay, we continue onwards. Do do do. I think what the best bet is for the nether is to making sure that I have as much arrows as I physically can, because I feel like killing whatever I can in the nether with a bow and arrow is probably going to be the best way for me. Will result in the best outcomes. So I think that's what we're gonna aim for. I think that's what we're gonna go for, is to just try to bow down as much as I can in the nether. As easy as it is to say, but I don't know what. This is gonna be a bad first night if I can't find anything out of this jungle. I, I might die in all honesty, because like jungles are not ideal for mob spawns. So like I'm not gonna just sit down and dig into a hole. So if I can't find sheep to make a bed, I'm gonna be just roaming around at night, because yeah, I'm not trying to do this jungle life. I'm not gonna lie. No, I want this jungle life for me, not for me. But yeah. So hopefully we can find our way out of here. I hate the bamboo jungles. Oh my gosh. It just like I don't know. It feels weird to look at because it's just so much bamboo everywhere. Every 2 inches is just bamboo. Does look like an ocean is what's gonna lead out of here, so I might have to chop down more of a tree to just make a boat to get out. Which is unfortunate. I was really hoping to find like a good biome around here. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But we'll go ahead and just craft up our boat, and then we'll boat on our way out of here. Still doesn't look like there's much around this area either. Hopefully I can craft this a little bit better than I was doing earlier. Can I use this? No, I hate that like you can't use the different fucking planks anymore. I think the boats have their own colors. That's why you can't. This is an oak boat, so it's just your stereotypical looking boat. But technically, if you craft it with any of the other ones, they'll look a little different now in Minecraft. Okay. Um, Ocean biome is not the most ideal. I mean, a shipwreck would be nice. A shipwreck or two that gives me some iron, which would be huge. But outside of that, just a large ocean is never the most ideal thing, just because you're not going to find much out in the middle of the ocean, to be honest. So we're kind of just stuck right now until I can find, hopefully, a different biome. I mean, this is a lukewarm ocean, so like, I don't think there will be a desert, but there might be like, here we go. plains-ish type of biome. Hopefully this is a full-blown thing. Does look like more of a jungle. This whole this whole map is just one giant jungle, and it's just a trick on me. This does look more plainsy over here than jungle. If I find a village, would be huge. We're gonna not kill one of these horses because there's cows over there. I was about to say, we're gonna kill this horse to try to get its leather, but there's cows, so we're fine. We don't need to. We don't need to commit murder on the cute animal. We can just kill the cow. There you go. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty, we got our leather, sugarcane. Cow will be the meat that I kind of try to go for from here. This looks like, is this just the, oh, there's a, I wonder if there's a chest in here, the smallest Badlands ever. I'm gonna walk into it just so I get the biome. Um, well, that's a cave spider spawner. Don't want to go that way. I'm just trying to see if there's a quick, like, I mean, string is good to have too. Get a bow early because bows become kind of useful. We're quick here. The cave spiders won't really bother me. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get lucky and see a chest. This is actually a much bigger Badlands than I thought it was. Um, I was kind of hoping for maybe a chest, but no, nope, no die. We're gonna go this way because I don't really like what I see over there. Why is this in my hand? I'm like just fat fingering buttons. I have a new keyboard, still getting used to the size of it because like it's a lot smaller than what my old keyboard was. So I fat finger the keys all the time. I'm hitting every single button on my keyboard at once. This is desert, so these are good biomes to find. They were at least hard biomes. I don't know if there still are hard biomes. They might be a little bit easier now than they were before, but there's still, not probably the easiest biomes. I know like deserts is one of the harder ones to find still. If I could find a desert temple, that would be pretty huge, pretty huge. But I'm not seeing anything right now, which is unfortunate, but hey, you know what? We can make do without a desert temple at the current moment. Oh, man, my ankle. Whew. I don't know what I did, but I hurt my ankle. It is painful right now. It is just throbbing. Ooh, there we go. This is what we want to see because this will be our food for the rest of the game. Desert Village gives you so much bread, and there's a temple next to it. Huge. And we just need to go get wood, to be honest. I'll take a bed out of here so I can sleep as well. I always like try to find a village because like the bread in the village now is so good. Getting all of this wheat is just huge. Because then you're pretty much set on food, and I can throw out these melons. Like, I don't need melons anymore. I mean, you have to eat every type of food in the game, so like, we will have to eat the steak, the beef and stuff. But like, honestly, this just makes life so much easier. Plus, there's a brewing stand there, so if I want to, this one lets blaze. But I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't think I'm that desperate for a brewing stand. I don't know if they have anything else worthwhile here. But the temple right next to this is pretty huge. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take all this wheat because this will give me a ton of food. And wheat is one of the best food sources. We'll take this bed as well. Oh, good. They already have bread for me, so we'll just go ahead and take that bread that they pre-made. I'll just drop you. I may have robbed you of your bed and your bread. Uh, I'll leave you a ton of watermelon. They might like watermelon. You never know. Okay. Doesn't look like any of these other guys do. It does look like it's coming night, so let's see if it'll let me sleep. Okay. You only sleep at night, so it's not quite night enough, so we'll probably end up sleeping in the temple. Because it's close enough to be night. Once we do this, then we just gotta find a good biome to get chop down trees in. And then we're pretty set. So let's go ahead and head down here, break that. I'll take a gold. The bones I don't think really matter too much. I'll take more iron. Why not? Golden apple is huge. I do think I'll need those at some point, but like I won't have the inventory space to carry them for now. We'll take the TNT as well because TNT is pretty useful. And then I guess while we're down here, let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and sleep. Racking up some of the early achievements by just doing random stuff. Um, Huge. All right. Let's go ahead and get out of here now and see if I can't find a place to get some apples. So that's now the next big, not apples, but I mean apples would be nice because it's the only way I can regen. But like just trees in general would be good, like more than just one. Or if I find like another temple or village would be nice, if the village has anything else useful in it. But it does look like we're seeing like a plainsy biome over here, so hopefully there might be like oak or a birch forest, maybe not. It's just one tiny little area. We'll just dart through the desert and see what we could do. Why not? Seems like the best bet. I mean, I could chop down these like three oak trees, but it's not gonna be enough wood for me to be honest. Um, so hopefully we can find like a real oak forest or a birch forest or something. Anything other than jungle, I just don't like trying to chop down jungle trees. I'll be honest. And obviously, you're not finding much in a desert by any means. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back in action like a fraction. Still not seeing much here. In this desert to try to find some wood. Obviously you can break these and they'll give you the dead bushes will give you um at least like sticks, but that doesn't do you a ton of good. Doesn't give you wood, just sticks. So it's not the most useful thing on planet Earth, but um maybe I'll get lucky and I'll find another temple somewhere here while I run through this. It's not impossible. Temples do spawn pretty frequently, I think. In deserts, at least, I've seen like three in one desert before. So I feel like they're not like wildly uncommon. Man, I saw the little flower on top of the cactus and I thought it was a villager. I was like, damn, another village. Uh Man, we are not finding anything. This is kind of a bad seed, I feel like. There's another village, so let's go pillage that thing. Why not? There was a temple next to the village that loaded in afterwards. I do need to craft my food though. So tons of bread, which is kind of what was the expectation to be honest when we went into the village. Actually, need to eat one. Um, I'm not really here for bread, but if there is like a good building to look into, I would. This one does have plants, so I do need to eat technically a bunch of types of different plants. So I do need still like carrots and stuff. I don't know if there would be anything in the barrels. I saw the barrels and I was like, maybe I should double check the barrels just to see. There is nothing that is so bad a stupid damage, bro. Oh, I can't believe I just walked into a freaking cactus like an idiot. Oh my gosh. Um, Looks like they're literally just all wheat farms though. I see a tree over there. Oh, okay, I see a savanna. That's huge. Let's go ahead and work our way over to the savanna. So we can actually get wood and then try to find a cave and get caving going. Um, Savannahs, I don't know if they're good for anything in particular, but not the worst biome to find. And we do have some iron already, so I'll probably make a pickaxe and a shield will be the first two things I make with the iron I got from the temple. Shields are obviously wildly important, and pickaxes are pretty important too, in my opinion. I don't like caving with a stone pickaxe that much. There is looks like a full blown um forest over here. We'll actually go chop our trees down over here. That way we could hopefully get a couple apples. Having one golden apple before we go caving is pretty important. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. Um, but if I can get like a couple apples so I can just craft more down there, it'd be perfecto. So we'll chop down a bunch of these trees and hopefully we get a couple apples going here. That is kind of what we're hoping for. That's basically the biggest need at this point is just getting apples. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen my frame rates this high in Minecraft. Like, they've always been high, but like I don't feel like I was ever on like the thousands just on surface. Like usually it's high if like you're just perfect and apple dropping immediately. That's what we want to see. We're gonna need a decent bit. I mean, I had 7 last time when I died in the Nether. So we're gonna need a lot. So we're gonna just keep chopping down trees. I'll get a stack of logs before I go down so I can use them as building blocks. And then hopefully we get a few apples from those trees that we chop down. So that's kind of what the plan and the goal is right now. It does look like it's already becoming night again, which is weird because I don't feel like it's been anywhere near long enough, but maybe it has. Never know. Never know. We just keep chopping down these trees though, and hope we get at least one more apple. Would be nice just get one more before we go caving. Because if I have to, stay up here and get a ton of apples, there's another one there. Hell yeah. Because like once we go caving and stuff, once we get our gold, after that we have to come back up before we go to Nether. Because we'll have to get apples just in case they take too much damage in the Nether. It's a risk you can't take. Just going down with no apples. And we'll probably have to come up and get feathers too, because I didn't get a feather from that chicken right there at all, which is unfortunate, but you get a feather from that one though. So, 1 for 2 is fine. Another apple, huge. The more apples we get now, the easier my life will be once I come up with my gold. Yeah, I've never seen like I feel like last couple times I've tried to do this, I've chopped down like an entire forest and I didn't get any apples. So having 5 apples is actually pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and craft the stuff we're gonna craft with this 5 iron. I'm like I've never like been able to just like collect everything that quickly this often. I feel like I'm doing it so consistently. Alright, let's do one last little whip around to see if we got any more apples here. Um doesn't look like it. Did I see one on this tree? No, I did not. It doesn't look like we are out of apple luck. So, I mean, hey, 5 apples is better than none. Plus, we got the one from the temple, the golden apple. So, we do have a decent bit of apples, which is pretty rare. I don't actually go down caving too often where I actually have apples to, not die immediately. Okay, so this cave doesn't look like it's gonna be just a water cave, which is always a perk. That is the biggest issue, in my opinion, in Minecraft nowadays is too much freaking water. Let's get this ironed, because a bucket will be the next most important thing. I don't know. Actually, how I'm gonna get down in this cave. This cave will lead me pretty low, I think, but the problem is there's no real way in. Just looks like an entire little drop off, which would be rather unfortunate. I can't place the block underneath me. I was trying to get cheeky, and I dropped my pickaxe. Come on. Okay, there's a little bit of water over there. I might be able to mine to that and drop it, but there's a spider, of course, right on top of it. That figures. The spider in the worst place humanly possible. Alright, second dumb damage we've taken today. There's a skeleton there too. That water is probably not the best place to go, even though it does look like it is. Man, I don't know. This is where, like, it not being a hardcore world, you just drop into this stuff and hope for the best. Spider's chasing me down. Holy crap, that thing has some hops. I don't know, will I take fall damage from this distance? Yeah, I will. I didn't place the block. Oh, that's a baby zombie. Oh, there's so many mobs. Oh, no. Oh, no. I gotta get it far away from the baby zombies. I can. That is the biggest issue right now. We can recover from this outside of that. I just can't let the baby zombie kill me. I want to mine some of this iron, but I literally can't. Holy crap. Alright, well, we got the gap off, so we didn't at least die with the gap in our inventory as well. That would have been bad. The skeleton, whew, skeleton almost finished me there. The baby zombie skeleton. I let the freaking, oh my gosh, I was just bad on my part altogether. I let the fucking baby zombie hit me. I let the spider hit me. The freaking skeleton sniped me. Oh, I could have died so many times there. Now, all that apple grinding means nothing, because now we're going to have to freaking cave for more apples. Or we're gonna have to basically eat all the apples that we got there because I took so much damage. Unfortunate. It's fine. We move and just keep mining all this iron. Hopefully this leads somewhere. We'll get this lapis just in case I get everything else because sometimes lapis can be kind of hard to find. They didn't even give me that many from mining that. There's gold down here, so we can get our heal off. Actually, maybe not. Alrighty, let's get this gold. And we can actually honestly smelt because being on 4 hearts is never the most ideal thing. So we'll probably want to smelt this gold up pretty quickly so we can at least get one heal in. While we smelt the gold, we'll smelt some iron too because getting armor will become rather important as well. Just because being naked is scary right now. You take so much damage in hardcore, I swear, in Minecraft. It's just insane. That's what makes this kind of difficult. I got to dig this down. I almost just tried to MLG water and I don't have a water bucket. That was just been dumb, like a heart of damage right there. Alright, let's go ahead and do some smelting. Craft 2 furnaces. We'll check the iron in one. And the gold into another. Ooh, perimeter drop randomly there. Oh, apparently I started recording in Minecraft. How did I turn that off? How did I turn it on? Oh, I don't know how I did that. Um, keybinds. I don't see the button for it. I guess I'm just recording Minecraft randomly. Alright, I don't know how I turn that on and how to turn it off, to be honest, so we're just gonna leave it be, I guess. uh, I mean, it feels fine now. It did cause frame rate drop when it first did it, but now it's kind of whatever. If it was gonna cause frame rate drop, then I was gonna have an issue with it, but no frame rate drop, I don't really care as much. Let's throw out these things we don't really need right now. So my inventory is a little bit full. So that's good to go out. I'm not gonna sit here, I don't think, and wait for the iron to fully smelt, but maybe I should. I could split it though. Get them in that furnace. Let's go take a look around this corner and see what I see over here. We do need more lapis, so I'll mine this lapis here, because why not? Do. Um, just a little more gold. Otherwise, does look like this part of the cave kind of dead ends a little bit, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'll go ahead and grab that gold. Yeah, this looks like a dead end here. So we'll dig, I guess we'll dig down, try to get to the lowest Y level humanly possible, which is, well, where diamonds, I guess, spawn, not necessarily the lowest possible. I don't know what button I would have clicked to have started the recording. Mm. Mouse settings, I don't think is it. I don't know. Let's go ahead and craft a little bit of armor. Alright, let's start our 2x2 all the way down, I guess. Perfect. Dug right into gold. That works out well for us because we need as much gold as possible. This will actually give me another gap, which will put me just down 2 hearts, which is pretty important, to be honest. So we'll go ahead and mine all that, get all that. But it doesn't really matter right now because I'm not gonna. Well, I can, I guess, chuck it in to smelt here because that one's actually got still some fire going in it. Okay, we'll have full set. We'll just be short a sword for now because uh actually I probably should have used that last little bit of fire there too, but it is whatever. Let's just keep digging down here and hopefully we'll find a cave at the Y43 level, which is what we're gonna find. We'll dig straight down once we evidently get the last bit of that gold that's gonna smelt in there. I don't know how much that will actually smelt given the fact that uh it doesn't have any extra coal, it's just running off the one fire. There is some sea counter this way. Maybe I'll dig this way and see if I can't find a cave. Because with sea counter, you never know. I'm going to try to switch to a different block for now, just in case I have to block across any type of lava or anything. But 2540 sea counter might give me a cave that's not like so big that I'm just guaranteed death like some of the other ones I've stumbled into. So, uh, I mean, there's 100 something behind me. And that's not this cave. So maybe I dig backwards. Alright. It was just short. It wasn't enough to get the gap. Okay, there is a skeleton there now, so we are doing that. But this does say a ton of sea counter basically surrounding me. So let me dig this way and see if I can't find it. Because I don't think I've been in that cave because I've only really been, this is the lowest I've been. So maybe I could find a decent cave over here. Oh yeah, 100 sea counter. There should be something somewhere right over here. Should find it any moment now. I guess while I do this, let me try to at least get the next gap also smelted up worth. Given the fact that it's right there and everything. My buddy's sending me a TikTok all the time. Bros at work watching TikTok. Ooh, I lost the C counter. Huh. I'm not gonna smelt all this gold since I lost the C counter. I'm just gonna dig straight down again. But we will heal back up again, because might as well. Let's get like Y43, I guess. That'll be our goal at this point, try to get down to like the Y level where, generally speaking, the good caves tend to spawn. Our pickaxe is gonna break, so it's a good thing I didn't make a sword. I thought about maybe, but I was like, well, if I don't find a cave immediately, the pickaxe breaks, and I'm just shit out of luck. Alrighty. Doesn't seem to be a ton. I guess we'll just keep going in this way. Maybe I'll stumble across something. Um, Maybe make a trapdoor so I don't have to keep mining both of them. Really need to pick up the trapdoor, but yeah. Yeah, so this is a strategy now in this version since you can crawl. So I'm not just sitting here and digging a 2x2 all the way through. Now we trapdoor ourselves downward. Now we can just dig in a straight line and hope that we find a cave here. We have 24 C counter, so decent little bit of C counter. So maybe there is a little cave somewhere over here. The C counter dies off pretty quickly, which is leading to being quite unfortunate that it keeps doing that. Um, okay, 60 C counter this way. So maybe there'll be something over here. Nope, it's gone. I've never seen C counter dip like that. Guess we just keep going this way. I like to try to dig in one direction when I'm having issues keeping the C counter together. So like I'm not just constantly changing directions. I don't know. It doesn't really matter in either way. Not finding any C counter. Okay, here we go. Some C counter right here. Huge. Hopefully this gives me a cave. I see quite a bit of C counter, so usually that means good things in yes, a cave. Hell yeah. Huge. That's what we needed to find. I will mine this iron here. Just because I still need to make a sword. It's just one. Alright, we'll make a sword. I know axes are better in this version, but like I usually still don't use an axe too often. Just because I feel like sometimes it's just easier to use the sword, in my personal opinion. Okay. Alright, we got our 2 irons. Let's go ahead and craft our sword right up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, dump that out. And honestly, I don't want this tough in my inventory. I guess we'll just chuck you right here. I do hear the lava there, but I'm kind of curious to see if this is a good cave or not. Getting some more gold, which is always needed. We'll mine gold all day. Skeleton. Oh my god, he hit me? I didn't expect him to turn around and just whack me, and there's nothing even over here. It was just a waste of my time, bruh. Oh, there's a zombie. Low ground for the win. I guess looking at this, we're gonna go try to find that lava. This seems like the best option. Although, I didn't. Did I block this? I didn't block this. So is the lava just that? The lava might have just been that. No, I still hear it. There's still lava somewhere over here. Somewhere in this area, there's lava. I can hear it bubbling. I think, is it this way? Might be above me, to be honest. Does sound like it's all around me. I don't think it's below, is it? It is. Well, that's not ideal. This means probably nothing then. So we're at kind of a low Y level. Maybe there's a little bit of a area over there, so we'll dig over and see what we see. You never know. Do do do. Okay, a little bit of an opening. It's fine going up since we're so low. This actually works out in our favor better that it goes up. Because it actually means that it opens up. Oh my gosh, we found a trial chambers. This is honestly probably the worst thing for me to find. I don't think there's that much in there that's that valuable. I mean, I might. Fuck, there's water in there, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to go get the water. That cave down there looks so much better, but I need the water out of the trial chambers, so. I guess we're going in. There's a chest right away. A power one bow. I didn't even realize that sub spawned in here. We'll take the poison arrows as well. Why not? I don't want to get rid of the bread. My inventory gets so stuffed. We can craft our boat at any time. I just don't really need to be fighting the mobs too much, because that won't result well for me. Interpearls, it's huge. I mean, sometimes you can get some good stuff in some of these. Like I said, I just can't really deal with fighting the mobs necessarily in this trial chamber, so I gotta be very careful. I do hear that zombie. I mean, a zombie one's doable. I could take on a zombie one, and I think pretty finely. Here's the water we want, though. I can't really afford to take on, like, the skeleton one. And usually, the skeleton one spawns pretty close to the zombie one in a lot of cases. So, that is my deepest concern with this. Is you just end up, like, getting both, you know? Because that would not result well for me in a grand scheme of things. That's just a zombie spawner. Oh boy, that is spawning something. That's the skeleton. I'm just dead here. Oh man, this has been an adventure. I don't know where they're walking at right now. Oh boy, that looks like they were right there. Okay, we can craft healing. We can craft the gap. So the gap gives me a little bit of hope that maybe I can walk out of this little tight knit area that I'm sitting in, because now I have absorption hearts as well. He hit me after swinging. I'm gonna die here. This is such a death. My only hope right now is that this zombie spawner has like a golden apple in it. That's completely and utterly useless. Okay, so we're just kind of. I think we're just dead. All right, we're gonna play a different game. Oh, that's so bad. Go away so I can close the game, you stupid thing. Uh, that's upsetting. That's so upsetting. All right, Steve. You're not that special. I don't even know the name of this game. Hold on. Mecha. Yep. Boom. Okay. I think you can play in like random lobbies where it's not just like let's go ahead and try to find a public server, North American. Game in progress. This one's waiting. There's only 2 people in this one, so eh. I don't think this would be a good lobby personally. Public server, North America. I want to see like one that doesn't have just like 2 people waiting, to be honest. If at all possible, like this one. I'll do this one. There's 4 people. Boom, boom, boom. I guess we're just gonna sit here and wait until everybody joins. R for poses. Uh, it's got an update. Stop it. Okay. Why is my stream still playing on Minecraft? Minecraft's closed. There we go. I don't know why it was just like it was weird. I was trying to like pick up I don't know. Either way, we play Valorant. Yeah, 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 yeah. We play Valorant. Do 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 do. um, I guess. Uh, I gotta like figure out what the best way to. Okay, I think all Valorant froze. Okay, I was able to click something. Okay, there we go. It's now working. I think maybe. This just keeps freezing. I don't know why Valorant's struggling so hard. Let's try to relaunch and see if it works this time. I don't know why it's crapping itself so much. I can't even get it to launch. There it goes. Alright, let's see if Valorant decides it wants to work now. Okay, there we go. It's working now. uh oh, freezing still. What is going on, bro? I'll give it a minute and see if it figures itself out. Oh, what's happening? I'm just because Valerie doesn't want to work. All right. I guess we're cleaning crime scenes then. Do, 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 do. Oh, most logical thing to do. Can't play Valorant. Time to go clean crime scenes, baby. Hell yeah. I think it's just go to bed is the goal right now, so that's what we're gonna do. The pizza one, yeah. Dude, why do you never have your phone? Well, we still ate it. I made sure I down that motherfucker. I put every piece in my mouth. Hell yeah, brother. It'll be a long night. The Italian job. I think this one took me forever, if I remember correctly. So again, the goal is to get every overall achievement as well. 11 bodies. All right, so let's get the bodies out of here first. That's going to be the primary goal, and then we'll start cleaning up all the blood and trash and everything. I don't know, man. Okay, that's a good point. Do do do. All right, then, buddy, get the damn thing. It's kind of funny if like it's happened really, and you were eating the pizza, and then you got called to go murder them. Amor. Yeah. Could you imagine if you were just in here eating? You're just in here eating, and then the mob comes in and just ends everybody's life. Do do do. Okay, at least there's one right here. Yeah, this one's gonna take forever, I think, if I remember correctly, to clean up. The body should collect. Jeez. Hmm. Interesting. Uh, my gosh, why is there all this blood out here? This random girl got marked all the way over here. I mean, we are kind of a monster at this point. They also got the old woman up here. Uh, Sheesh. Is there stuff I could just steal in here? That's kind of what I'm here for. No, I'll have to come back up here and clean up the blood at some point. Could you imagine spying on your neighbors if this is your end result? Like you heard a commotion, you're like, "What's that?" And then you just die. GG, game over. Also, how did I beat the cops here? That's my question. Um. Okay, is there? Where's this last body? Oh my gosh, an Uzi on the ground. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. The old lady did not land in here. I love how I could just kind of pick up like that's gonna have to be broken. That's fine. So we got all the bodies. It's huge. Now we just gotta. We'll get a lot of this trash first, just because the trash could be annoying. I'm clicking every wrong button. Okay. Maybe I should have upgraded my fist before this. Holy. Is this small enough? I mean, how is that piece not, but all these other ones are? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Couple pieces I'm still gonna have to fist here in a little bit.